Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride? Never tired. You will never know. You ain't never tried. Work it out. Hit the gym, hit the field. Hey, yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job. You can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Mid beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like.
Appreciate you, Coach. Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and, of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Denver Broncos. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be taken short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Dad! Wait! He's coming! He's coming! Here we go! Here we go!
Now the young man was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie. It's Phillip Lindsay. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Throwing on second and 14. Flacco. And his throw here is incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Third and long for Joe Flacco. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. $12 yards on the return that time. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it first and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Switch. 25. Check 25. Gun. 25.
Here's Dalvin Cook, third-year back from Florida State. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
It's a pickup of 3.
Check 13. Check 13.
At the 40-yard line.
Check. Kill. Gun.
On second down now, it's Cook. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Gun.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
That's good for the Vikings. First down.
Greystone travel.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Switch.
Gun.
We got it.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line.
Anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
On first down, Flacco. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And Sanders has got it complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the 19-yard line.
Plan. Ready.
Watch the out. Watch the out.
Operating out of the gun, Flacco. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Gun.
Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield. Let's go.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
Keep it up, guys.
First and goal.
Switch. Jim.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
He's coming. We got double up.
Hey, yo.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. What's that?
They'll run with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And the kick is no good, but there are flags behind the line. He's going to get bailed out. I think this is going to be a roughing call. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Bailey now for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Vikings 14, Broncos nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that. They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. On first and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
55. I'm going to run you over.
Now on second and 13, Flacco. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Flacco from the gun. Under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. Stephen Weatherly drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up fourth down. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Gun.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Check 4. Check 4. Check safety. Check safety. Check 31. Check 31.
Hey, flipper. Gun. Where's the hot?
They start the drive with Cook. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They run again on first down. Cook. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, 382, last 50.
Check 99. Check 99.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. Completes it to the fullback hand. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Hey, let's get there. Shoot. Check.
First.
49. Check 49. Check 49.
Ringo.
Check 15. Check
Hey, Ringo, 48. Wait time.
A first run for the backup Abdullah. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Check him. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got?
Lucky business.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Wide.
Shoot. Hey, check Mike 34. Mike 34.
Gun.
Here we go.
Wait time.
Now on 2nd and 13. Cousins under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Von Miller, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
Tackle. 34's the Mike.
Gun.
Let's go, hey. Go Mike 34. You better be afraid of me.
Wait time.
3rd and long for Cousins. Gonna let it fly for Rudolph. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Now a man who punted for the Broncos for 6 years, Britton Colquitt, on to kick it away. Standing just outside his own goal line. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Watch 80. Tighten up.
Hey, do.
He's checking.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Denver.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Check 37. Showing up.
On first down, Lindsey. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Well, we talked about Phillip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018, the Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Phillip Lindsay. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Flacco on the give to Lindsey. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. Xavier Rhodes makes the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A break from the ground game here. Flacco. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Incomplete on 1st down. Now Flacco on 2nd. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. From the gun, Flacco. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7.
Next to score, Vikings 14, Broncos 7.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know they're going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him. And he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
We got motion. Back up.
Gun.
34. Mike, 34. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but Right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position. And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Drop deep, drop deep. Kill.
1-48.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Here we go. 47 Mike. 47 Mike.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And that will be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
It's our time. 34's the Mike. 34's the Mike. He's coming. Check him.
Hey, Alpha.
Exit.
Hey, can.
Mike 34. Let's go.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Eric Kendricks, the Vikings' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He'll find Lindsey here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. First and 10 here for Flacco. Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose. And this belongs to the Vikings.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And some space here. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play there out of Cook. 41 yards on the ground. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
They'll run again. This time it's Abdullah. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check three, check three. Wide. Back.
Gun.
Check the call.
Gun.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
They go with Abdullah again. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
All day, every day, any day.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Undercrunch. Say.
Gun.
On first down, Abdullah. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Gun.
34's a mic. He's coming. Check him. You ain't got nothing. Kill.
We're going. Hot.
On second down, Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long.
Hot. Leave it. Bring up 48. Protein spill.
On third down, Cousins. Being chased out left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Brings up second and 11 at the 40-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second and 11 now. Flacco, screen pass to Lindsey. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. Flacco into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
Check.
Gun.
Watch quick.
They'll run on first down. Cook. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Second and 6.
Check. Crouch.
Recon. 132 fighter.
Rush in. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check the backer.
Gun. Lucky 50.
Again, it's Cook. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Let's bring it.
Hey, exit.
47. Check, 47.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 42.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
36.
Receiver.
Check 26. Joker.
Gun.
Now a run with Cook. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
Hey, we're good. Hey, Haywood.
47's the mic.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Wait, that.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Going up top. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, it's Cook. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Check, check. Lucky. Chance. Rhino. Hatchet. Two. Check nine. Hey, switch gears.
Black.
Switch it.
Gun.
You kill it, motion me out.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Hey, 382, last 50.
Cousins. And that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, and
that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Watch the run.
Ringo 48.
Switch. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Check 52.
Gun.
I got it.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And they'll get him down right around the 16. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Switch. Check your hot read.
Gun.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cook. He will push his way down to about the 14. Olivier Vernon brings him down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
The Vikings on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
He's crashing. He's checking Kringo. Watch.
Gun.
On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Vikings, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Denver, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.